This is Newcap News with Peter Quinlan.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news. 2 Cold Lake women are dead after a double homicide in Barrie, Ontario. And now a 22-year-old man is facing first-degree murder charges. The bodies of 52-year-old Helen Dorrington and 32-year-old Mary Hepburn were discovered yesterday afternoon. Farmers are taking advantage of the warm weather to get ready for calving season. I'm Peter Quinlan, and tonight on Newcap News, I'll show you what local ranchers are doing to help keep their animals protected from disease.
Here, I moved here when I was 5, was born in Swift Current.
You may recognize this local celebrity who was in the national spotlight just a few years ago.
You know that I would be alive.
Peter now joins us on the desk with a look at weather. And Peter, I have one question for you.
Yes.
What's up with the crazy weather?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Storm after storm after storm.
And we'll have one more before the night goes out. Most likely, there's one that's headed through the Edmonton area. Probably cause some localized flooding once again there. Probably won't hear it. Should dissipate. And for the most part, we will get the tail end of it actually. And those storms we had over the lunch hour actually knocked out 2 of our main reporting stations. So right now we are getting our current conditions from Vermilion, and we are sitting at 24 degrees with the humidity at 70%. It's still quite moist and lots of energy in the system. So we will likely have some of those clouds moving in.
As Peter Quinlan explains, there are numerous changes in the works for the new CWB, helping to get it started in the open markets.
It's the end of a long era. For over 75 years, the Canadian Wheat Board has been the sole handler of Western wheat and barley. And today, farmers and CWB employees alike brace themselves for change.
There, okay, now we're branded.
It's out with the old and in with the new for the former Canadian Wheat Board, now known as the CWB. Many changes are in the works, but on this historic day comes another announcement which may help kickstart the new era.
Today we had another handling partner come on side with us.
Tonight, on the hunt, police are searching for answers after gunfire rips through a Lloydminster neighborhood. Plus, aftermath. In light of the mass shooting in Colorado, we take a look at gun safety and how easy it is to buy a firearm. And hot topic, the state of dialysis care in Lac La Biche remains an issue with need for a permanent dialysis unit in the hospital. In sports, number 1, Devin Mitsewing was after his first win of the season over the weekend in St. Walburg.
This is Newcap News with Peter Quinlan.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Adult entertainment is one step closer to making its way into the border city. A first reading of the bylaw was passed in today's council meeting, and they include radial separation distances and an application process. Elise Cox has more.
The adult entertainment bylaw was recently reversed.
Big news in hockey today. The Edmonton Oilers have signed Nail Yakupov to an entry-level contract. And after much speculation, the Columbus Blue Jackets have sent forward Rick Nash to the Big Apple. They also sent minor league defenseman Steve Doolittle and a conditional third-round pick to the New York Rangers. In exchange, the Rangers sent centers Brandon Dubinsky, Artem Anisimov, defenseman Tim Erickson, and a third-round pick into 2013 to Columbus. Nash played all 82 games with the Blue Jackets last season, scoring 30 goals and 59 points. And that's all the time we have for sports. We will have all your weather details after the break. And then Saturday looks like you will probably want to plan something indoors. We do have a good chance of a shower. Sunday, Monday, clearing skies and ties back into the mid-20s.
So the start of the weekend will be nice at least. On Friday.
Friday, yes. If you consider that the weekend.
It says it's going to rain on Saturday.
Saturday, no.
I had a golf game scheduled, Peter.
Oh dear. You might want to reschedule that.
We have one last story for you, and this one Matt knows all too well.
From pedestrians slipping on ice to vehicles stuck in snowbanks, even our news camera was blown over by the heavy wind. Some wish there was a better way to inform the public of these adverse conditions.
Put you down, okay? So we're going to try to jump now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! So low pressure. Nothing holding.
I don't know who won.
Wow.
That's cool, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought to do that, you know?
Those guys.
Well, that is all the time we have for tonight. Have a lovely evening.
Good night.
Canola prices have had their ups and downs in the past year, but recent optimism has led to an interesting setup heading into the growing season. In this week's Agriculture Report, we take a look at what this means for area farmers.
The greatest surprise of the winter has been the canola prices.
After a slow start to the winter, canola prices have since skyrocketed.
So while most local grain growers have yet to seed their fields, a recently released report from Statistics Canada suggests an increase of farmland will be seeded this season because areas such as this that have been flooded with water have been able to dry up. The report also indicates that more canola will be planted this year than ever before.
Here's Peter Quinlan now with a recap from City Hall.
I'm standing here in front of City Hall where Council has now adjourned. There are a number of items that were discussed today. First of all, the city has approved the construction, dumping lots of precipitation along the coast in the form of rain, freezing rain in the Vancouver area, making their roads quite slick, but we are luckily not going to get any of that. We will keep with the snow, and you can see there is some warm air pumped out ahead of that low 19, and into Sunday we do warm up for the last day of the weekend, the 21 degrees. Monday we have a change though. We do have some rain coming in as the high collapses, and we have a low pressure system coming off the west coast, bringing with it some rain showers into Tuesday morning, and then we warm back up into the middle of next week, 19 and 18. So you can pull out the shorts and the t-shirt for the rest of this week, and into the weekend we should have some sunny skies. UV index will be a little high though, so keep the sunscreen handy. This combine is the same kind of combine that's used for wheat and barley. They've just made a few adjustments to make it useful for corn. They expect these techniques will catch on among farmers across the region. Now taking a look at our forecast in the Battleford, you can see we do have those sunny skies on the way right now, continuing into the overnight period. Oh, there's no sunshine in the overnight period.
Tonight, free market.
For the first time in 75 years, farmers can sell their wheat and barley to whomever they choose. I'm Peter Quinlan, and tonight on Newcap News, we will show you what CWB is doing to try and keep farmers signing up for their contracts.
Plus,
home decor, lots of home furnishings, as well as many other great gift ideas. So if you get the chance to head down this weekend, it's a great show starting tomorrow at 10 a.m., going right till 6, and on Sunday from 10 until 4. And if you want to get into the groove a little bit early this year, you could win Now Dance 3. It's one of the latest and greatest CDs out there with one of my favorite artists, Coldplay, as well as Rihanna on it. So it's real simple. If you want to win this CD, all you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontest@newcap.ca. And we just want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for hooking us up with the music. And we just happened to bump into jolly old St. Nick here at the Lloyd X grounds. Now he'll be back on Saturday, December 1st for the annual Here Comes Santa Claus Day, so do mark that down on your calendars. There will be pancake breakfasts as well as fireworks, and Santa Claus himself will be back for his parade, so mark that one down on your calendars. And whatever you choose to do this weekend, we hope you have a great one. I'm Peter Quinlan, and that's what's happening.
And you might notice something a little bit different about the makeup of our desk right now. I am joined by Gerard and Moses, but Peter is joining us on the desk now because unfortunately we have to say that this is Peter's last cast with us here at Newcap Television, and I've done a lot of goodbyes over the past year, and this has got to be one of the toughest ones, Peter.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck, but we are going to miss you so much.
Thank you. I'm going to miss being here, actually. You guys have been a huge part of my life this past year, and now you're going to make me cry. But yes, I'm just so thankful for the opportunities we've had over the past year and just in the community. I'm really going to miss all of you guys.
And where are you going? You can tell us what you're doing?
I might as well, I guess. I am going to Saskatoon to focus even more on the weather, actually. So less agriculture, more weather right now.
And they are lucky to have you.
Yes,
Hugely.
Yeah.
And you know what, Peter? At least you get to see some of those sexy tornadoes that you like.
That's right. There was one there last summer.
All the things you remember.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
I gotta say, Peter, you know that I don't say goodbyes very well because I believe the planet has become a whole lot smaller these days, and thankfully it's just Saskatoon. We can all take a drive up there and see what else is in Saskatoon besides Peter.
Yes, there you go. Perfect.
Not only us, but the audience there. If you want to go visit them, just go to Saskatoon.
Yes.